Alright, episode 7, we are almost there. The bloodbath. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Jeremy and Oswald run away from the cornucopia. Gregory grabs a shovel. Cassie and Bonnie run away from the cornucopia. Golden Freddy runs away with a lighter and some rope. Millie and Sarah run away from the cornucopia. Andrew and Susie fight for a bag. Andrew gives up and retreats. Jessica, Evan, and Elizabeth run away from the cornucopia. Dylan grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. Mrs. Afton runs away from the cornucopia. Charlie, Cassidy, Chica, and Foxy share everything they gathered before running. Gabriel grabs a sword. Fritz stabs Michael in the back with a trident. William retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. Freddy snatches a pair of sais. Day 1 in the Hunger Games. Jessica makes a wooden spear. Elizabeth hunts for other tributes. Dylan picks flowers. Evan tries to sleep through the entire day. Foxy discovers a river. Sarah scares Fritz off. Chica makes a slingshot. Mrs. Afton and Andrew split up to search for resources. Cassie practices her archery. Gregory tends to Charlie's wounds. Millie constructs a shack. Freddy, William, Jeremy, and Cassidy hunt for other tributes. Gabriel sprains his ankle while running away from Bonnie. Golden Freddy silently snaps Oswald's neck. Susie makes a slingshot. Fallen tributes. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Michael from District 6 and Oswald from District 10. Night 1. Chica thinks about home. Cassie climbs a tree to rest. Evan cooks his food before putting his fire out. Mrs. Afton, Golden Freddy, Millie, and Jeremy track down and kill Gabriel. William goes to sleep. Foxy and Fritz fight Bonnie and Jessica. Bonnie and Jessica survive. Dylan and Elizabeth huddle for warmth. Gregory thinks about winning. Susie starts a fire. Cassidy, Andrew, Freddy, Sarah, and Charlie sleep in shifts. Day 2 in the Hunger Games. Cassidy, Dylan, Mrs. Afton, Susie, and Andrew hunt for other tributes. Jeremy travels to higher ground. Sarah attacks Chica, but she manages to escape. Evan searches for firewood. Millie defeats Elizabeth in a fight but spares her life. William injures himself. Cassie begs for Golden Freddy to kill her. He refuses, keeping Cassie alive. Freddy steals from Bonnie while he isn't looking. Gregory travels to higher ground. Charlie attacks Jessica, but she manages to escape. Fallen tributes. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Gabriel from District 5, and Foxy from District 2, and Fritz from District 4. Night 2. Susie sets up camp for the night. Dylan lets Sarah into his shelter. Charlie, William, and Golden Freddy cheerfully sing songs together. Bonnie passes out from exhaustion. Charlie fends Jeremy, Elizabeth, and Gregory away from his fire. Evan, Freddy, Cassidy, and Chica tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Millie is awoken by nightmares. I wonder why. Mrs. Afton receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Jessica convinces Cassie to snuggle with her. Day 3 in the Hunger Games. Millie chases Evan. Dylan and Susie split up to search for resources. Sarah tries to spear fish with a trident. Freddy practices his archery. Mrs. Afton is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Jessica thinks about home. Elizabeth receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Bonnie sprains his ankle while running away from Charlie. Andrew and Cassidy work together for the day. Cassie overhears Jeremy and Gregory talking in the distance. William collects fruit from a tree. Golden Freddy receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Chica explores the arena. No one has died yet so far. Night 3. Bonnie shoots an arrow into Sarah's head. Andrew goes to sleep. Freddy convinces Cassidy to snuggle with him. Cassie questions her sanity. Dylan sets up camp for the night. Susie receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Elizabeth and Golden Freddy hold hands. William is awoken by nightmares. Jessica goes to sleep. Millie poisons Mrs. Afton's drink but mistakes it for her own and dies. Jeremy also poisons Gregory's drink, but this time he drinks it and dies. Charlie stays awake all night. Evan's trap kills Chica. Day 4. In the Hunger Games. Dylan attacks Evan but he manages to escape. Elizabeth picks flowers. Andrew and Freddy split up to search for resources. Susie receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Jessica searches for a water source. Jeremy, Mrs. Afton, Cassie, and Bonnie hunt for other tributes. William questions his sanity. Charlie and Golden Freddy split up to search for resources. Cassidy receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Fallen tributes. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Sarah from District 10, Millie from District 11, Gregory from District 12, and Chica from District 2. Night 4. Jessica, Freddy, and Cassidy cheerfully sing songs together. Susie, Charlie, and Elizabeth get into a fight. Charlie triumphantly kills them both. Jeremy screams for help. Evan's trap kills Cassie. Mrs. Afton and William huddle for warmth, like husband and wife. Charlie and Golden Freddy ran into each other and decide to truce for the night. Dylan convinces Bonnie to snuggle with him. Day 5. In the Hunger Games. William searches for firewood. Charlie attacks Bonnie, but he manages to escape. Freddy defeats Jeremy in a fight but spares his life. Jessica chases Mrs. Afton. Cassidy makes a slingshot. Dylan makes a wooden spear. Evan sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Andrew discovers a cave. Golden Freddy thinks about home. Fallen tributes. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Susie from District 4, Elizabeth from District 6, and Cassie from District 12. Night 5. Andrew is awoken by nightmares. I wonder why. Charlie, Evan, and Dylan cheerfully sing songs together. Jessica loses sight of where she is. Freddy, Jeremy, Cassidy, and William sleep in shifts. Golden Freddy accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Mrs. Afton throws a knife into Bonnie's chest. Uh-oh. Day 6. In the Hunger Games. William, Freddy, and Jessica hunt for other tributes. Mrs. Afton bashes Dylan's head against a rock several times. Jeremy diverts Andrew's attention and runs away. Charlie and Cassidy work together for the day. Evan tries to sleep through the entire day. Fallen tributes. 3 more cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Golden Freddy from District 3, Bonnie from District 1, and Dylan from District 11. Night 6. Charlie destroys Jeremy's supplies while he is asleep. Freddy sets off an explosive, killing Mrs. Afton, Evan, Jessica, and Cassidy. Another quadruple kill. Andrew and William talk about their tributes still alive. The feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes' families. Freddie and Charlie decide not to go to the feast. William strangles Andrew after engaging in a fistfight. Jeremy takes a staff, leaning against the cornucopia. Day 7 in the Hunger Games. William overhears Freddie and Charlie talking in the distance. Jeremy receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Fallen tributes. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Mrs. Afton from District 7, Evan from District 8, Jessica from District 9, Cassidy from District 3, and Andrew from District 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are out. Night 7. Charlie questions her sanity. William receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Freddie sets up camp for the night. Jeremy receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Day 8 in the Hunger Games. Freddie makes a slingshot. Jeremy hunts for other tributes. Charlie chases William. No one has died yet so far. Night 8. Freddie unknowingly eats toxic berries. Jeremy tries to sing himself to sleep. William destroys Charlie's supplies while she is asleep. Day 9 in the Hunger Games. Jeremy discovers a river. Charlie is pricked by thorns while picking berries. William practices his archery. Fallen tribute, Freddie from District 1. Night 9. William receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Jeremy and Charlie talk about William still alive. Day 10 in the Hunger Games. William steals Charlie from her when she isn't looking. Jeremy injures himself. Arena event. The remaining tributes began to hallucinate. Charlie survives. Jeremy survives. William hugs a trucker jacker nest, believing it to be a pillow. Fallen tribute. William from District 7. Who will win? Night 10. Charlie pushes Jeremy off of a cliff during a knife fight. That leaves Charlie from District 9 as the winner. And that was the longest we've ever gotten past Day 7 for the first time this season. Charlie first, Jeremy second, William third, Freddie fourth, and Andrew in fifth. Oh boy.